Okay guys, and today we have here another very awesome deck file. We have here igknights, and apparently the ruling with Master Key Beetle is no longer a thing, so they changed that up. So things have changed with the igknights. Before you made Master Key Beetle, you targeted one of the pendulums, and then when the other pendulum, or in fact actually that pendulum, went to destroy both, one would still be there, so thus you could just go 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 and pretty much stretch out your entire deck. And apparently there were some FTKs with this deck involving Blaze Phoenix and stuff like that, but I don't think those FTKs are honestly worth it too much. I don't think because it's like you're going all in for this one play, and if you don't get it, then it seems like you lose. This build I feel is better because it isn't necessarily an FTK. You're just playing the deck, going for an XZ summon, and then practically you're pretty much going to go for this guy, and then you're just going to poop on your opponent a couple times. So let me just go in. We have here the Pendulum Ignite, so all normal monsters. They have no monster effects, which I think we're going to see something. There's a variety of things that Konami can do with Pendulum monsters to try to make them so they're not too powerful. And having them be normal monsters is that they all have the same effect. That is, if you have two Ignite cards in your Pendulum zone, you can destroy both and add a Fire Warrior type monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. It's really nice that adds some graveyard, because with the whole XZ summoning, pendulums will go to the graveyard. So it's really nice you can get them all back. That is lovely. And so you just, pretty much what I do right away is I want to get the level 4s, because you want to make against this guy who is a rank 4, so you need to get your level 4s in the grave. So you have the 3 Dragunov and the 3 Musket. And so that's 6 level 4s. You just need to get 4 to 5 of them in Pendulum deck, and then you can pendulum summon them and make that deck. And then besides that, we also have 3 level 6, 3 level 5, and 6 level 3s. So there are room for a variety of different XZ monsters, different things. We also run the one Rescue Rabbit, so it's pretty much if you have like 3 or 2 level 4s, you can just normal summon this guy and then get out another 2 more. That is, unless you have normal summoned Royal Magical Library. This is what makes the deck actually work now, is you get a draw card pretty much. It gets you back that other card. You activate your 2 pendulums, and that would put 2 counters on this card. You destroy it, you get another pendulum, you activate it, and then you get that 3rd counter. Now you can draw, so now you have 2 cards again. And then you can activate, if it's a pendulum, then you can activate that again. So, a variety of stuff. And that's why we're running a lot of spell cards, to just make sure that we can do that. And then you can of course use Royal Magical Library for your XZ plays as well. The 1 instant fusion, again, pendulum monsters, they'll go to graveyard. It's just good just for a quick XZ summon. 3 Rotor, because these are all warrior type monsters, so it lets us search out our level 4 and lower. Again, we want the level 4s. But the level 3s are really good nonetheless, because it does let us make an alucard to pop back with war monster and gear XG, so there is some utility with the lower levels as long with the higher levels. 3 Upstart and 1 Terraforming to search out the chicken race. And then besides that, Summoner's Art, who will search out our higher level. We only have 6 targets, and so you just gotta be careful, because you might be in the situation where you do search out these, and so these could be dead, but just be careful. Pot of Riches, which is really good. It's really just good. It's just good overall. You shuffle 3 pendulum monsters into your deck from your graveyard and/or face up in your extra deck. Then draw 2 cards. You can only pendulum summon, so you can't XZ summon. If you can do it first turn, it's not that bad. Just add back everything, and then you just don't go for your XZ play right away. So you can just get a lot off, and it can just extend your play. Sometimes you'll be sitting there with nothing, and then you have that. You drew this card from Royal Magical Library, and then boom, you can go off again. 2 MSTs, and an MST instead of Galaxy Cyclone. Like, I've been having some trouble with Galaxy Cyclone, and it's hard to bait, because Galaxy Cyclone, you can't use it against pendulums if they don't have backrow. And I feel a lot of pendulums, because of that, are going to try not to have too much backrow, so that way their opponent can't get off the Galaxy Cyclone. And so, that is definitely a thing. So MST great, better than Galaxy Cyclone, I can't say for sure, but it does have its utilities. Both cards have their utilities and their pros and their cons. So Chicken Race. Putting this card in because again we're wanting Royal Magical Library, we want as many spells as possible. And Chicken Race will let us draw one card for 1000 life points, and we can't take damage if we have less amount of life. So they can't attack the Royal Magical Library who has 0 attack. Unless they pay the 1000 to destroy it, which would mean a free upstart pretty much. Which they probably will do. The thing with Chicken Race is you have to be careful because otherwise you just go really minus and have a lot, like 2,000, 3,000 life points, and then your opponent will pay the 1,000 and they'll have like 10,000 because you've upstarts. And then they'll just attack through your 3,000. So you just gotta be careful. This deck is pretty much you just, if you can make this guy, it makes it a lot easier because then they're not going to attack you pretty much because of this effect. And that is the main deck. It's really not that much. It's very just straight up XZ summoning. I mean, these guys are normal monsters. They have no effects. They can be beaters. He's a 21. He has decent defense, 25 defense, 17, 14. So pretty much just going for those XZ summons, trying to make this deck as consistent as possible. So into the extra deck, we have Nodin or Norodin. He was special summon at level 4. He's the new Monster Reborn. In fact, he's honestly better than Monster Reborn. Beyond the Hope, just a rank 6 monster. So if you get out 2 of these, you can make this guy reduce all the attack of your opponent's monsters to 0. And you can detach 1 X-ray Z material, target 1 and 1 Utopia monster, which we do on other Utopia monsters. Banish the first target. And if you do special, the second target can gain 1250. So you can have some utility with this effect. You probably won't use it that much, but we do run the other Utopias. This is our rank 5. It's kind of awesome as zenmaioh, who will just pop 2 set cards on the field and destroy them. So again, he's kind of like an alucard, just being able to pop backrow or face down monsters. So he's just really nice to have. And then Utopia the Lightning, you can XC summon him on top of the 2 Utopias, and he's the normal Mahdi, such a 25 beater. And so your opponent can't activate anything when he attacks, and he can detach 2 to make it so that way his attack goes to 5,000. So he can be really powerful, really good. And then the 1 delteros to pop whatever we want. And then it's all just generic XZs pretty much. The Dark Rebellion XZ Dragon, who would detach to have a monster. And then the Utopia Ray and the Utopia, of course, we can make this guy. 101 igknight, Digestor Ammo. Definitely you want to run Digestor Ammo. Because again, you can go through your XZs, so putting them back into the deck can be really good. Putting them back Rescue Rally can be really good. Putting back XZs, like this guy, could be really good. So just get to know this stuff. The 1 Cowboy, you could probably run 2, make it pretty easily. And then here is the main XZ monster. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. He's number 86, World Champion. So he gets effects depending on how many XZ material he has. The max you can have is 5, because you can't have more monsters. You detach 1 XZ material during your opponent's end phase, but if he has 5, once per turn, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. If he has 4, your opponent cannot normal special monsters, and then that's pretty much it. He has 3,000 attack, cannot be destroyed by battle, and is unaffected by other card effects. Which apparently includes the Tellarknight LTA's effect that all monsters other than Tellarknights cannot attack. Apparently, I heard. I don't know if that's for sure. But, pretty much you just make them with the 4 materials to tell your opponent that they can't summon a monster. They can send monsters, but they can't really normal, or they can flip summon. They can flip summon. Just be wary of that. Be wary of that. So they can't normal special summons, so that pretty much shuts down most things. And then they will set their back row, they'll do their play, whatever they can do. You just gotta go in and you make your Armadis, make your Alucards, your zenmaiohs, and just pop whatever they have and go for game pretty much. It's just how that works. Just be careful though of Chicken Race, because if your opponent has less life points, they won't take damage. So you gotta make sure you can keep that 1 beater that will push them from having more to having no life points, pretty much. So just be careful. And he is a 3,000 meter, so he will do a decent amount of damage. And then for our rank 3's Gear, it's another Armadis pretty much. That requires 3 level 3 monsters. During either player's battles, when an attack involving your machine type monster is occurring, detach one, negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls. So if you're facing a construct, well, you can do that, but he would be destroyed by battle. Face-up card your opponent, also your opponent cannot activate cards or effect. These effects, oh no, you have to detach in order for your opponent not to be able to activate anything. That's until the end of the damage step. When this face-up card leaves the field, you target heal. Yeah. So yeah, you detach and your opponent can't activate anything. Ghost Trick Alucard. Again, pop backrow, pop any set card. Do know with Alucard, if it's like a ward or any continuous trap, they can flip it and won't be destroyed. Or if they flip the monster like they do Sinister Shadow Game or whatever, it will not be destroyed. Only will pop it if it is face down when this card resolves. So just be wary of that. So that is the extra deck. Again, you're just pumping XZs, and after XZs, these guys can add themselves from the grave. So it works pretty well. And the deck is probably going to be a big deck. And it makes me curious about pendulums and what Konami has planned for them, because the thing is, though, is based off of what we've seen the Zephyrs, we've seen the Pendulum Magicians, and we've seen these Ignites. And then, of course, we've seen Pleas. But Pleas are kind of like the intro deck to Pendulum Summon, to get people to be Pendulum Summoning. So that deck is definitely for Pendulum Summoning, as so is this deck. So the thing is, though, is what does Konami want? Do they want us to Pendulum Summon, or do they just want us to run Pendulum Monsters? Zephyrs would be a good version of running Pendulum Monsters, such as Yang Zing Zephyr, where they have the 1 or 2 Pendulum Monsters, multiple copies of them, in their deck. They don't really Pendulum Summon, but they have Pendulum Monsters nonetheless in their deck. They can have multiple effects, and you can do a variety of things with them. While this deck and Pendulum Magicians, they're all about summoning, doing the Pendulum Summoning. And so, what does Konami have planned? Do they want decks to be filled with Pendulum Monsters, or do they want them to have a couple? So that is something we got to take in consideration. We have to try to figure out as new support comes out for Pendulums, and just as they get better in general. So, thank you guys for watching this deck profile. Stay tuned for a duel with this deck tomorrow. And there will be some more deck profiles coming on for the rest of the week. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.